Well, as you can see, this car here is what we call a project car. It's actually a veteran of 3 different jumps, and it was built for a singular purpose, to jump off a ramp and fly through the air, as the Dukes Hazzard often did with their cars in the TV series and in the movies. In the original TV series, they used over 300 Dodge Chargers of various years from 68, 69, and 70. And out of that is about 29 cars that survived. And when they did the movie in 2005, they used 29 cars, and out of that I think there's about 6 of them left. And out of that, this one here is what they call a sling car, and it's been heavily modified to do one thing, and that's to jump off the end of the ramp and fly through the air that the General Lee was known for. But as you can see underneath this car, it's been heavily reinforced with steel bars, and there's a giant hook on there. And the ramp system was built by a company called Stunts out of California. And this ramp that they used was similar to what they use on the aircraft carrier. And it was gas powered. It would launch the car. It took about a second and a half to hit the ramp and go into the air. And this one here survived, I believe, is a 170-foot jump, which was quite an incredible feat. And of course, it was a driverless car, so they took the engine and the transmission out of it for weight purposes. Some of the glass has been taken out, and certainly it's been modified. The original car in the movie was actually a 69, so they had to convert the 70s and the 68s to have the correct taillights on them, as well as the pusher bar in the front. And I think what makes this car so interesting is that this is a part of movie making memorabilia, and one of the things that they did when they made the movie is they wanted to use real drivers and real cars as opposed to computer graphics. So a lot of the stunts that you see in the movie were done by stunt drivers, and certainly makes it one of the, I think, one of the best action films of all time for car enthusiasts. Well, certainly this type of car is going to be of interest to Duke fans around the world, and hopefully somebody's going to take it and possibly restore it. They may just leave it as is and put it in a museum. And it's certainly an interesting piece of pop culture, and anybody that's into cars, I think, has a soft spot for the General Lee. Well, as you can see, this has been heavily modified in the engine bay. Importantly, it has the brake systems on there. You still want it to stop, and that was obviously done by remote control. The General Lee by far is the most recognizable of all the TV and movie cars, and it's right up there with the Batmobile and the James Bond car. And interestingly, the theme with the Confederate flag on the top has been done on everything from bicycles, guitars, Ferraris. It's really an incredible part of pop culture. Well, there's fancier cars than this, but certainly the General Lee touches us all. And I think every car collector has a soft spot in his heart for the General Lee.
Makes you want to put on some aviator sunglasses.
Yeah. I feel like a Budweiser right now.
All right, why don't you give me a promo for the show? Or however you want to put it.
All right. Hi, I'm Bo's cousin Roy. What did you want me to say? Hi, this is Bo Duke's cousin Roy. We'll be right back with the General Lee.